To our final region, the West region. What's the matchup that you most want to see?
Oh yeah, this one's easy. St. John's in Arkansas.
So you would rather see Cal versus Patino than Self versus Patino?
Yeah, the Vice Bowl as I'm labeling it.
I think that's the right answer, although Hurley, Florida kind of feels like it deserves to at least be said. But
The only reason I'm not saying that is because I legit think Florida beats UConn by 47 points.
yeah, I hear you. You know the crazy underlying thing in a potential St. John's Arkansas matchup is that Rick Pitino's been shaking so much ass for Mark Pope,
Yeah,
and Cal would have a chance to kind of like throw it right back at him.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that'd be great. I would like to throw my honorable mention out here though. There's a world where I have to choose between Dane and Derek Queen,
I
and I
know.
just want to be like, take me instead.
I love the idea of that. I thought that as I was filling out my bracket last night too. Like doing a preview with you for that game would be so fun.
I don't know if I could do it.
Be so fun. Okay. Player to watch in this region. If you don't say Dane or Derek Queen, I think I'm going to be upset with you.
It's gonna be Derek Queen. He's
Really?
yeah, Derek Queen's incredible. Um, Also like I like Maryland's draw too, by the way, to get to a Sweet 16. So I think that um yeah, Derek Queen's obviously the one to watch for me in this region.
I think this is the region I have the most like player to watch potential for
Oh,
because
there's a lot.
Jeremiah Fears should be here. He could go on a crazy run. Nick Clifford from Colorado State is sensational, probably the best mid-major player in the sport right now. You got Tyon Grant Foster at Grand Canyon, a guy who's been here before. You've
Is he
got
still there?
yeah, you got Derek Queen as you mentioned. He is still there, isn't he?
I don't know if he's still there, G.
I swear he's still there. I swear I watched Grand Canyon this weekend.
You I mean you could be right.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay,
I just watched this man play 29 minutes in the win over Utah Valley card. I'm not having
sorry.
sleep deprivation.
He is 25.
He's still there. Sturts, he could absolutely have a legacy run at Drake. I want to shout Christian Anderson out because I want to see what he's made of in the big lights. He's had some big moments for Texas Tech. And then I think an obvious one here too, Boogie Flan is supposed to be returning for Arkansas. Does that help or hurt Arkansas? I don't know. He was a bright lights guy early in the season. There's so much potential for individuals to swing this entire region. I'm pretty excited for it. Who has Cinderella potential here?
Hmm. Who has Cinderella potential here? I mean, I think metrically you got to go with Colorado State. Like this has been a metrically great team since like the last month and a half, and Nick Clifford is that good, and Nico is that good of a coach too. But the one thing I'll heed here, Nico lets down in March, does he not? Or am I just thinking that just because that Colorado State team with Isaiah Stevens was not able to beat Eli Brooks?
I'm not a Nico guy in general. The narrative is like, oh, he's not great in March. He's 1-2 in March because he never makes it to March usually. He had John Tonji and Isaiah Stevens, and they went 15-18 in the Mountain West. Like, yeah, bad in March. No, maybe just bad that entire season. Look, he's done a great job this year. This past week is awesome. Nick Clifford's great. He's going to Minnesota. Like that's basically being reported. I think Nico's 2 feet out the door.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm still going with Colorado State, Nick Clifford.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna give you one I think will surprise you. I think UNC Wilmington can beat Texas Tech. And I feel like everyone on earth is in on Texas Tech as like this Final Four potential team. I am too. I think they're good. They aren't playing their best ball right now. They had injury concerns. The last month, this Texas Tech team did not look like they did the month before this. I think UNC Wilmington, if they were the 14 in Kentucky's region, I would pick them right through. If they were the 14 in a lot of other regions, I would pick them right through. I love Donovan Newby. Takeo Siddle is a guy that I genuinely think is going to be a high major coach superstar one day. So, this is a mid major I want to buy. I think they can get Texas Tech, even if it doesn't feel great on the surface.
Yeah, I think even just like as a person who loves Texas Tech, the injury concerns are real on this team. McMillan didn't play in the last game. Darian Williams didn't. JT Toppin was throwing up in trash cans. Like, there's very real concern with that. So I mean, I think it's a given the numbers and then those things I just stated, it's a fair thing to go with UNC Wilmington, especially the fact that they could match up with either Missouri or Drake in the second round. If they get past Texas Tech, I'm picking them to a Sweet 16.
You know what? I just made that change in my bracket. I have UNC Wilmington to the Sweet 16. I've just
No.
made the change live in my bracket right now. I'm in. Okay. Good draw. Who got one?
Mm,
There's an obvious one for me here.
is there?
Uh-huh.
Maybe okay, you go with it then, because there's not enough.
Maryland. Maryland. They draw a Grand Canyon team that I don't think is anything special. If they win, they get Memphis, who is 4 seed lines overseeded, or the Mountain West 5 seed.
Okay, yeah, that is the right choice.
If you are someone who's been running around giving this team a nickname all year, you should be through the roof that you can put this team straight to the Sweet 16. But don't slip up.
I think that's where I'd go as well.
Don't slip up, Kevin Willard.
That's where I would go as well.
Kevin Willard, Bryce Drew, Penny Hardaway, or Nico Medved will be in a Sweet 16 this year.
What a time.
Crazy. Who got a bad draw here?
Mm, a bad draw. Probably I don't Oklahoma maybe?
That's the one I was going to say, which, like, it's not even like they can be upset about getting a bad draw, but I'd be bummed that I have UConn than Florida potentially.
Yeah. I think that's where I'd go.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything overly angry for draw purposes in this region at all,
Yeah. I
top
feel
to
the same.
bottom. All right, bold prediction. What do you got?
My bold prediction is see this I feel very good about how this like plays out. Don't really know where the boldness will come from in this one, but I guess I'll go with is it bold to say Texas Tech will make an Elite Eight? That's not even that bold, but that's really all I got. I don't really feel any way about something happening that would be crazy in here.
I have Wilmington in the Sweet 16 as my first bold prediction, but to get more fun than this, I predict Bill Self loses in the first round to Calipari and then after gives a historic Hall of Fame press conference in which he directly says AJ Storr is the reason the season sucked.
I mean that's pretty bold.
We're going to see some dudes thrown under the bus by a Hall of Famer, I think. That's my bold prediction here. Okay, that's our West Region preview. Hope you enjoyed the region by region breakdown by us today. This was fun.